Losing power? Rough idle? Or maybe your MPG has slipped by 10 to 15%. That's $300 to $450 a year disappearing from your tank. The good news is, the 3 injector cleaners that actually work cost about $13 and take less than 12 minutes to use. The bad news? The other 4, the ones most drivers grab off the shelf, can actually damage your engine, leading to $800 to $1,500 in repairs. These problems show up fast once you pass 75,000 miles. But the right 3 products? They helped my own car go past 300,000 miles without a single injector replacement. So today, I'll show you the 4 injector cleaners you should never use, and the 3 that truly work. Number 1. Marvel Mystery Oil. I once met an older mechanic who swore by Marvel Mystery Oil. He added it to every tank, every oil change, and his truck ran beautifully until one day it started misfiring. The injectors weren't lubricated, they were clogged. That's when he learned something most drivers never hear. Marvel has been around for almost a century, and it earned a loyal following. Its biggest strength is versatility. You can add it to gasoline, diesel, or even your engine oil. The issue is simple. Marvel Mystery Oil was never designed to clean clogged injectors. Not even the company claims that it does. A bottle of Marvel runs $4 to $8, and many drivers pour it in hoping for a cleaner engine. But as a cleaning product, it gives $0 of injector improvement. You're paying for lubrication, not carbon removal. Here's the problem. Lubrication and cleaning aren't the same thing. If injectors are already restricted, Marvel can't dissolve the carbon. Engines may feel smoother for a short time, but the deposits stay in place, and those deposits cause misfires, poor MPG, and eventually $800 to $1,500 injector replacement. Here's how to use Marvel properly, without putting your engine at risk. Step 1. Use Marvel only for upper cylinder lubrication, not injector cleaning. Step 2. Apply a true cleaner with PEA if you want to dissolve carbon. Step 3. Add the PEA cleaner at 1/4 to 1/2 tank concentration. Step 4. If you still want the smoothness Marvel provides, add a small amount on your next tank as a supplement, not as step 1. Step 5. Always track idle RPM and fuel economy so you know what's actually working. Marvel falls short once you're past 75,000 to 100,000 miles, when injectors develop deeper, baked-on deposits. Some shops will add Marvel to a service and call it a fuel treatment. It's a lubricant, not a cleaner, and it shouldn't cost you $60 to $90. When you use Marvel correctly as a lubrication booster and pair it with a true PEA cleaner, you get the best of both worlds: smoother performance, cleaner injectors, and real MPG recovery. Marvel falls short on cleaning, and the next product proves that even a legendary name with decades of hype can still miss the mark. Let's talk about Seafoam. Number 2. Seafoam Motor Treatment. A friend once told me Seafoam was his all-in-one cure. He added it to every tank, and his truck felt smoother at first until the idle became uneven and he started chasing misfires. That's when he learned Seafoam wasn't cleaning the injectors, it was just moving the carbon around. Seafoam has been around since the 1940s and earned its place in garages everywhere. But here's the part most drivers never hear. Seafoam isn't a true cleaner for modern fuel injectors. A bottle of Seafoam usually costs $8 to $12. Shops sometimes add it as a fuel treatment for $60 to $100. But for injector cleaning, you'll see little to no improvement. To clean hardened carbon inside injectors, you need PEA, a detergent proven to dissolve deposits. Seafoam doesn't contain PEA. Its formula relies on naphtha and isopropyl alcohol. That combination can loosen debris, but can't dissolve the deep carbon that causes rough idle, hesitation, and that slow 10 to 15% MPG drop. If you're using Seafoam, here's how to avoid the common problems. Step 1. Don't rely on Seafoam as your primary injector cleaner, it lacks PEA. Step 2. Use it only for light cleaning or moisture removal, not heavy carbon removal. Step 3. For injector cleaning, switch to a real PEA-based formula. Step 4. Use the PEA cleaner at 1/4, 1/2 tank for a stronger concentration. Step 5. Drive at least 30 minutes to circulate the treatment properly. Seafoam works better on small engines and 2-stroke systems. On a 4-stroke engine past 75,000 miles, the carbon is too hardened for this formula to remove. Some shops pour Seafoam into your tank and call it a fuel injector service. That's not accurate. It's a $4 to $6 solution being sold as a $100 cleaning. The good news? Seafoam won't damage your engine. It's safe, it's versatile, and it has its place, just not for injector cleaning. If your goal is real injector recovery, the next product is marketed as the strong solution, but that strength comes with a cost. And that brings us to Cataclean, a cleaner famous for its power and infamous for what it does to your wallet. Number 3. Cataclean Fuel and Exhaust System Cleaner. I knew a driver who tried Cataclean as a last-ditch effort to fix a rough idle. The engine felt stronger at first until a week later when the check engine light came on. The cleaner had knocked debris loose and it ended up right in the catalytic converter. Cataclean is powerful. Its formula includes xylene, acetone, isopropyl alcohol, and a mix of petroleum solvents. Anyone familiar with acetone knows how aggressively it strips varnish, gum, and grease. Paired with alcohol, it becomes a very strong cleaner. But strength isn't always control, and in this case, that power can backfire. A bottle of Cataclean runs $20 to $25. Shops sometimes use similar solvent-heavy products in a service costing $120 to $180. But using it at the wrong time can cost far more. Instead of dissolving carbon, Cataclean often breaks it off in chunks. Those pieces move through the system and can foul spark plugs, damage oxygen sensors, and trigger check engine lights. The worst part? Loose debris can lodge itself in the catalytic converter, and replacing that part can cost $1,800 to $2,400. Here's how to use Cataclean safely and when not to. Step 1. Don't use Cataclean on engines with rough idle, misfires, or heavy deposits. The debris it breaks loose can clog sensitive parts. Step 2. Use it only as a light preventative cleaner, not a heavy-duty fix. Step 3. For real injector cleaning on worn engines, switch to a PEA-based formula. Those dissolve carbon, they don't shatter it. Step 4. If using Cataclean, add it at 1/4 tank, then top off to dilute the solvent strength. Step 5. Drive 20 to 30 minutes at steady speed to move cleaner gently through the system. Cataclean becomes most risky once you're past 100,000 miles, when carbon is hardened and more likely to break off in large pieces. Some shops sell alcohol-heavy cleaners as a deep injector cleaning. But these chemicals cost $5 to $8 in bulk and don't dissolve carbon, they just blast it loose. When used correctly on a clean engine, Cataclean can help keep deposits light. But for engines that already have buildup, a controlled PA-based cleaner is safer, stronger, and far more predictable. And if Cataclean is risky on worn engines, alcohol and ethanol-based cleaners take that risk even further, drying seals, pulling moisture into the system, and creating the perfect conditions for knock and long-term engine wear. Number 4. Avoid alcohol and ethanol-based cleaners. I remember a driver who kept an alcohol-based cleaner in his trunk. He used it every time the weather changed, thinking it would dry out the tank. 3 months later, his idle was rough, his seals were cracked, and his check engine light never went off again. The shortcut cost far more than the solution. With the average driver spending over $1,400 a year in repairs, it's easy to see why these cheap cleaners get tempting. But these shortcuts often become the most expensive mistakes. These bottles cost $3 to $9, and shops sometimes package them into an $80 to $120 fuel service. But when they fail, and they often do, the repair costs climb fast. Here's the real issue. 1. Alcohol dries seals, cracks O-rings, and foul spark plugs. 2. When it knocks carbon loose, it sends chunks straight into the injectors. 3. Ethanol is hygroscopic, it pulls water into your fuel system. This causes corrosion in tanks, lines, and injectors, repairs ranging from a few hundred to several thousand. And worst of all, ethanol contains oxygen, which makes your engine run lean, leading to knock, overheating, and in the worst cases, melted pistons. Here's how to protect your engine the right way. Step 1. Avoid any cleaner with isopropyl alcohol, IPA, ethanol, or oxygenated solvent on the label. Step 2. Use a PEA-based injector cleaner, the only proven chemistry that dissolves carbon, instead of breaking it off. Step 3. Add your PEA cleaner at 1/4, 1/2 tank, so the concentration stays strong. Step 4. Refill using top-tier premium fuel. It boosts detergency by 20 to 30% and prevents moisture issues without alcohol. Step 5. Drive 20 to 30 minutes to circulate the formula properly through injectors. These cleaners become especially risky once you pass 75,000 to 100,000 miles, when seals harden and injectors become more sensitive. Some shops disguise cheap alcohol or ethanol cleaners as a premium fuel service. They charge $80 to $120 for a chemical that costs under $2 in bulk. When you avoid alcohol and ethanol-based cleaners and switch to a true PEA formula, you eliminate moisture risk, prevent corrosion, protect older injectors, and keep combustion stable. No lean running, no knock. Now that we've cleared out the pretenders, let's shift gears and look at the real deal, the fuel injector cleaners that actually work. These aren't guesses, trends, or marketing tricks. They're backed by PEA chemistry, real-world testing, and the same results that helped my own car pass 300,000 miles without a single injector replacement. And remember, the last one on this list is the strongest of them all. At number 3, Chevron Techron Concentrate Plus. Techron is one of the most trusted names in injector cleaning, and for a very specific reason. It was built for one purpose: to clean the entire fuel system from start to finish. If your car hesitates, idles rough, or has lost fuel economy, Techron is often the first step mechanics recommend before you spend hundreds on diagnostics. One 20-ounce bottle costs $13.47 and treats up to 20 gallons of fuel. Compare that to a dealer cleaning at $158 to $300, and the difference is night and day. What sets Techron apart is PEA, polyethylamine. It's the gold standard detergent for dissolving hardened carbon. Unlike alcohol or kerosene cleaners that just knock debris loose, PEA breaks carbon down at the molecular level so it can actually burn away. Here's the correct way to use Techron for real results. Step 1. Wait until your tank is at 1/4 to 1/2 full. This keeps the concentration strong. Step 2. Pour the full 20-ounce bottle into the tank. No tools needed. Step 3. Fill up with top-tier premium gasoline to boost detergency by 20 to 30%. Step 4. Drive 20 to 30 minutes at normal speeds to circulate the cleaner through all injectors. Step 5. Track results after 150 miles. That's when idle, throttle response, and MPG begin improving. Techron becomes especially helpful once you pass 50,000 to 75,000 miles, when carbon buildup starts affecting idle and fuel economy. Some shops sell this exact treatment for $80 to $120, even though the bottle costs $13. If someone offers a fuel additive service, ask exactly what product they're using. When used correctly, Techron brings back smooth acceleration, restores lost power, and can recover 3 to 7% MPG over a couple of tanks. It's reliable, proven, and safe for almost any gas engine. But if Techron handles everyday carbon buildup, the next cleaner is the heavy hitter, the one professional mechanics trust when engines are severely clogged. Let's talk about BG44K. I once met a driver with 180,000 miles on his car who swore he'd tried everything. Rough idle, slow acceleration, terrible MPG, nothing worked. His mechanic finally ran BG44K through the system, and the difference was night and day within a single tank. Number 2. BG44K Fuel System Cleaner. If your car hasn't had its injectors cleaned in years, and performance has really started to fall, BG44K is the go-to solution for professional mechanics. This formula was built to handle the heavy sludge and stubborn carbon that weaker cleaners simply can't touch. A can of BG44K typically costs $20 to $30, and shops often charge $120 to $180 for a service that uses the same product. But when you compare that to a $800 to $1,500 injector replacement, BG44K is still one of the most cost-effective options. BG44K is loaded with PEA, polyethylamine, not a light solvent, not an alcohol blend, but the strongest carbon-dissolving chemistry on the consumer market. Instead of knocking carbon loose, it dissolves it completely and clears it out of the system. Here's how to use BG44K correctly for maximum impact. Step 1. Run your tank down to 1/4 to 1/2 full before adding the can. This keeps the concentration strong for heavy cleaning. Step 2. Pour the entire can into the tank, no measuring needed. Step 3. Fill up with top-tier premium fuel to help stabilize combustion during cleanup. Step 4. Drive 30 to 45 minutes at regular speeds, letting the cleaner circulate and dissolve carbon. Step 5. Track results after 100 to 200 miles. You'll feel smoother idle, stronger throttle response, and measurable MPG improvements. BG44K is especially effective once you pass 75,000 to 100,000 miles, when deposits begin to harden deep in the injectors. Be cautious when shops charge over $150 for what is essentially the same DIY can you can buy for under $30. Ask the shop which product they're actually using. For older engines or vehicles that haven't been cleaned in years, BG44K delivers one of the most dramatic improvements: restored power, smoother idle, and cleaner combustion for up to 7,500 miles after treatment. But if BG44K is the mechanic's choice for deep cleaning, the next cleaner adds something extra. It doesn't just clean, it boosts performance. Let's talk about Royal Purple Max Clean. Number 1. Royal Purple Max Clean. This isn't just an injector cleaner, it's a fuel system cleaner and performance stabilizer in one. Its primary job is to scrub carbon and varnish from injectors, valves, and combustion chambers. But it does more than that. It also enhances fuel quality, giving your engine a noticeable edge in power and efficiency. I once spoke with a driver who tried every cleaner on the shelf. His engine still felt tired until he used Max Clean. Within a single tank, his acceleration smoothed out, his idle steadied, and he said the car felt younger. That's when I knew this formula wasn't just another additive. One can typically cost $15 to $20. Compare that to a shop's performance cleaning service for $150 to $200, and the value becomes obvious. Max Clean uses a high-strength PEA formula designed not only to dissolve carbon, but to improve combustion stability while it cleans. Most cleaners stop at removing deposits. Max Clean helps restore horsepower, smooths acceleration, and improves fuel economy, often after just one tank. Here's the correct way to use Max Clean for real results. Step 1. Run the tank low, around 1/8 to 1/4 full. Max Clean works best when the tank is nearly empty. Step 2. Pour the entire can into the tank. Its metal bottle makes pouring clean and precise. Step 3. Fill the tank completely so the formula blends evenly. Step 4. Drive 20 to 30 minutes at normal speeds to circulate the cleaner through injectors, valves, and the combustion chamber. Step 5. Track your results over the next 150 to 250 miles. You'll feel smoother acceleration, stronger throttle response, and often a measurable bump in MPG. Max Clean is especially effective once you pass 75,000 miles, when performance dips become more noticeable. Be cautious with shops selling premium performance cleaning. Many use a cheaper formula while charging $150 plus. Ask whether they're using true PEA chemistry. For drivers who want both cleaning and performance, Max Clean stands out as one of the best all-around choices. It restores power, protects injectors, and continues working for up to 10,000 miles. Some cleaners protect your engine, while others slowly tear it apart. Let's bring this home. You've now seen the 7 injector cleaners that quietly hurt engines and the 3 that actually work, the same ones that helped my own car pass 300,000 miles. Without a single injector replacement. When you avoid the harsh chemicals and stick to proven PEA formulas, you protect your injectors, restore power, and keep your fuel system healthy for years. But before you go, there's one more habit you need to know, and it builds directly on our last video. The 10 habits that help a car last over 700,000 miles without major repairs. Click the video on your screen to learn those maintenance secrets. Thanks for watching. Take care of your engine, and it will take care of you.